Okay, we are live.
Yeah,
I am Chloe.
I am Sandy.
This is WordStitch. Let me know what y'all are working on today. I have no idea because my household is in chaos right now, but we'll figure it out as we go along. How about you, Sandy?
So what I should do is work on my bookkeeping and like clean and do like the responsible adulting thing, but I think I'm just going to write for the fun of it today because I feel like it's been a really long time since I've allowed myself to do writing just for the joy of it, and maybe it would be a decent vacation.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm also now.
Mm-mm. You're fine. You're stressed. It's okay.
Yeah, so my computer died and I'm on my laptop, which is not um stuff that I've been using more recently. I am not logged into and I have no idea what my account is. Yay.
It's this it's been a stressful 12 months. Like a really freaking stressful 12 months. And
Also, March itself has been extremely stressful.
yes, and you how many days are we into March? We're 8 days in and it's already.
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
8 days into March and everything is chaos.
Yeah. Oh, that's the dog.
Yes. So yeah, I guess I haven't done this with modern computers, but I guess I have to reformat my computer, but supposedly that doesn't wipe everything anymore. The last time I reformatted the computer, it would have been when I had a box of floppy drives, where you literally just like exploded the computer and rebuilt it.
Yeah, no, I make sure to make up a backup. I mean, but your stuff is in the cloud, right? Like you don't just save.
Yes, the important stuff is I'm not I don't think that there's anything that would be tragic for me to lose in the sense that I would never get it back. But like, depending on what happens, it means installing 8 million programs and 8 million fonts and all of that and figuring out. So, Herb, I don't know what the hell happened. I had a blue screen. It was a blue screen like I have never seen before. It did this weird cycling thing where it just kept going back to that blue screen. Sometimes it would like half load Windows. It would load Windows enough for Steam to be like, I have a problem. And I had to be like, Steam, shut up. I don't care about you right now. And then it got to the point where I literally got stuck on that like initial boot screen, like not even the Windows. I mean, I guess it is the Windows booting screen, but like not even the after the login, just that like little ring on a black screen that never went anywhere. I went into BIOS. I changed a whole bunch of settings to see if I could get in a different way. I tried safe mode. I tried legacy. It's bad.
Yeah, so things are going. This is rough. This is not good.
Yeah. And like I know that at the end of the day I could fix it, but like again, it's that nightmare of remembering like I just did this a couple of months ago. I just remember and like literally today and yesterday I had to go through this whole mess to get a couple of fonts that for some reason, like one of them was a straight up, I think both of them were straight up standard Windows fonts that for some reason are on my laptop, but not on my computer.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
So like I had to hunt them down to do book covers because it's a sequel book cover. So yeah, it's been rough, but like it was like Footlight and I don't, is it Bodeny? Bodani,
I
whatever
don't
it
know, but
is.
I think I'm familiar with those. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure they're
I'm
standard.
pretty sure both of them are Windows, just standard Windows fonts. So, and thankfully, most of my fonts are through Creative Fabrica, but obviously, so like I could just go down the list and
And
get them
download
and
them
spend like
again.
6 hours of my life download, install, download, install, download, install. But these hunts for when these extra little ones pop up are pretty rough. So it's a pretty rough day. Anyways, let's go ahead and get our first sprint going. I will figure out what the hell I am doing on my laptop.
Do you need me to do a timer? Are you?
No, I got it.
You
I
got it.
got
Okay.
it.
All right.
Normally, I
Cool.
run this through my laptop anyways. As you can see, the last time I did this was 3 days, 3 hours, 55 minutes ago. So thankfully, that was one easy part of it. But yeah, it's a time. So we're gonna go for 10 minutes. Go get some work done, and we'll talk afterward. Yay, that was time. Let me know how everybody did. Sandy, how did you do?
Let's see. I got 59 words.
I support that.
That's more words than I have written in months, so I'm going to take
it. I believe I edited about 59 words. By that I mean in that 10 minutes, I read 59 words, averaging 5.9 words per minute. No, I had something that I needed to do on Medium, and of course, I'm not logged into Medium. I go to log into Medium. I have to click a link in my email. I go to my email. I'm not logged into my email.
Of course.
So that whole epic battle. And then I thought I needed to download an extension, just assuming that everything is jacked up. I hunt down this extension, go to download it, and it's it's already installed, because that's how Chrome is, it's the same Chrome account on the two computers. So everything that I do on one computer specifically for Chrome happens on the other computer. Not the websites, but everything that's done to alter Chrome. So I also wasted a whole bunch of time trying to find that when I didn't even need to.
But this whole thing has given me a chance to look up your thing on Medium. Yes. So now I'm actually checking this out. This is actually kind of cool. So you sort of have a whole Medium webpage here.
Yes.
Good. Oh, so, your website looks awesome these days. Sorry.
My actual website?
Yes, I just clicked the link.
Yeah, I redid that back in October. So
I was,
Yeah, you had stuff going on then. But yes, my website is looking better, and Medium is going along okay. It's a nightmare. Nothing about Medium is intuitive. Thankfully I'm in a group that is just the people who are participating in this challenge. And several of us are brand new to it. So we're all throwing random questions out there. And the people who have been there for a while are good about responding. Or as we all figure stuff out, we can be oh, I know this one because I fought this one too. So
nice.
So yeah, I am chugging along there.
That is it's inspiring. I feel like your page already looks really well populated. It's very good. So see, you're having a blue screen of death problems, but
right. But my Medium page makes it look like I know what I'm doing.
It does.
And that I did not have to open a tech help ticket for something that the solution was literally backspace.
Yes.
It's not my fault. It was it was a dumb place that it was ridiculous that backspace was the solution for it, but it still was humbling that the solution was backspace.
Uh-oh. That little grunting in the back, that is the baby. I don't know how long this is going to last for me with not being on mute. Oh, suspense capture file open. Hey, can we also talk about the Bob Ross off for a second?
We can.
Because it was very soothing. I didn't watch the whole thing, but the stuff that I popped in on, I was thinking, wow, this is so calming and wonderful. And my house is not calming right now. So back to you, Chloe.
It's okay. So yeah, if you guys have no idea what we're talking about, I'm doing a show now where me and a co-host paint a Bob Ross painting. That's the entire thing. The reason that it came to mind just now for Sandy is that Spence was my last co-host on it, or first co-host. I've only done one episode. I am looking for co-hosts. I don't know if I have the link in the footer for this. I know I put it in my other stuff. I don't know if I did for this one or not. But anyways, if you want to co-host the the Bob Ross off with me, or if you want to figure out what I'm talking about, I know on our channel it is down buried in there somewhere. But yeah, so it's just me and somebody else painting a Bob Ross painting, a little virtual thing. Sako, let me see if I can pull up the link for this. Again, I am on the wrong computer right now, so I don't know what it is going to. Yes, it did allow me. So if anybody is interested, let me see if I can get this up here. And I do need the person I was going to have co-host the week of the 22nd. I had to push her back. So I do actually have like very soon here an opening for it. Why is this not loading? Why is this filled with hate? This is exactly my day, right? One computer is dead and the other one is like, no, screw internet. I hate internet. There we go.
That's right. Little guy is ornery. I don't know why. He could be hungry. He could be gassy. Gassy's probably the right one.
I feel like that's the usual thing for baby.
I think some babies cry when they're like wet, you know, or they cry when they're like needy. Mine cries purely when he's gassy or hungry. That is it. Those are the two concerns.
Well, I mean, I guess that's a good thing that you are so Johnny on the spot with things that are like easily fixed, that he only has to be upset about things that you have absolutely no control over. Like
or diapers are so incredibly absorbent that he doesn't even know when he's wet. I think that's what happens.
That's also valid.
Anyways, okay, so there are forms there for if you are interested in joining the Bob Ross off. I really want to do it at some point. Obviously, I know. Obviously not.
Yeah, not right now.
Yeah. But at some point. I don't have the painting skills that Chloe or Spence have. Like they're both talking about their brushes and like challenges that they have. And I'm thinking, I wonder if I could splash some paint across the canvas and make it look anything like a Bob Ross.
So the funny thing with it is that I've done 2 of these now, right? I did my trial run and I did the first episode. Spence is a great painter. So that was how that conversation went. But Beth, who did the trial run with me, doesn't know how to paint at all. So it was a very different conversation with her. So you absolutely don't need any ability. Just like also don't feel bad if mine looks better than yours. Also, like ignoring that, I'm sure Spence will agree with me on this. With these paintings especially, yours is never going to look as good in your eyes as the other person's does, because Bob Ross paintings are a total hack. What you do as you're doing it, you're like, there's no way this is going to be anything at all. And then like just the way that it happened, like suddenly this like stupid splishy splashy thing is a tree for no reason at all. It just is. So, and like when you look at it a couple days later, you're like, oh, okay, that does actually look like the painting. That came out pretty cool. But as you're doing it, you're like, this is awful. What is happening? So that's just like an interesting element of doing these.
And right then, right there.
Yeah. It's okay because it's time for another sprint. So let's go ahead and do our next sprint and we will see where conversation goes from there. Yeah, as Spence just said, Bob Ross paintings are the original 5-minute crafts. Like it makes no sense on earth that these things, he turns them out. I mean, it probably took him an actual hour after editing, but you know, before the show was edited. But Haley and I did ours in, I think, an hour and a half. So, okay. There is the next sprint. We are going to go for 20 this time. No, excuse me, wrong show. We're going for 25 this time. But we'll see you guys just shy of 5 o'clock Eastern. All right, we are back. And Sandy, I'm going to do a little experiment right now and see what happens.
Okay.
Sandy, talk.
I'm talking. Can you hear me?
Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, this is exactly it. So, Sako, this is how we will do the Bob Ross off, and you'll just be the timer. And so Sandy, like, is technically here, but she's not on video.
Oh, but we better
hear her talk.
You better check and make sure they can hear me talk, though.
Oh, also, y'all let me know if you can hear Sandy talk.
I'm talking. Talking now.
Just bringing up a valid point that we need confirmation from you guys. I'm going to hop over to YouTube and see if I can get confirmation that way, but y'all will probably beat us to it.
They can hear us. Awesome.
They do hear us?
We haven't said hello
to
specifically.
Yay. Okay, so perfect. So this is how we will do any sort of digital painting for the Bob Ross off. And let's get Sandy back in here. Yay. That means that at some point I will probably do it as well, just because there will be a point where I am running. My canvases will be overflowing. I have already decided Ken is not aware of this plan. I don't think he will care about this plan. I had planned at one point to do a big mural in our guest room and like make kind of an ocean theme. This was because I was in the Outer Banks 2 summers ago, and I just found like a lot of really cute ocean art. And I know that it's very my mother to have a beach themed bedroom, but like I have all this great art that I was like, I need to have a beach themed room. But maybe I'll redo my bathroom. But anyways, now it's just going to be a Bob Ross gallery is my current plan for that bedroom. So anyway,
awesome. I mean, why not?
Yeah. They have to go somewhere, and if there's like an excuse to just like completely cover 4 walls, 3 walls, the room only has 3 walls because 1 wall is a closet. But I can completely cover 3 walls, and Bob Ross painting's perfect.
Cool. Well, this is all a very cool idea. I hope it is extremely wildly successful.
Yes, I would also like that. And it's funny because like earlier today, I'm sure some of you, I know some people here are in the AuthorTuber group on Facebook, and somebody made a post yesterday about how they don't understand why there are so many write-ins in the AuthorTube group.
I saw that.
And I certainly put like my 2 cents in on it. But also there was some talk about people doing this as a way to build subscribers. So I'm just going to put it out there for anybody who is thinking that the way to build their YouTube channel and their subscribers is through write-ins. It is not. Not even a little bit. This is a terrible thing, terrible way of doing it. Sandy and I only do this because we used to live near each other and we used to actually meet in person to write. And now we live in different states. So we still wanted to have our co-writing, and we figured we may as well allow other people to co-write with us.
Yeah, no, it's a really good point. This is all about the community, right? Like, I mean, look, if one of you loved our books, that'd be amazing, but we figure you're all writers too, right? So like, it's not like you're attending a write-in for the purpose of finding great literature. You're attending it for the purpose of writing your own great literature. So
yes. And how I put it is most people have a workplace. I know now things are weird, but in general, when we are not in a pandemic, most people do have a workplace that they go to, and they do their work there, and they interact with other people. And whether they like their coworkers or not, they are still interacting with other people. Writers don't have that.
Yeah.
And some people don't need that, but a lot of people do. So yeah, and like Herb said, absolutely the accountability is good as well, which is something also that you get at a workplace. So yeah, like I mean, if you don't need it, great, but a lot of people do need it.
I mean, this is the choir that we're talking to right now, right? Because everybody here is here for the same reasons. But I thought that comment was really funny too on like the page, like monetize. We're monetizing this.
We have it. We are able to monetize this page, and we have it. I don't think that we honestly get enough activity on our page that would make real money. I don't know how YouTube does their monetization. I know that if I build up enough people on my Twitch, it is a pretty like clear cut how the monetization works there. But also Twitch is specifically for live streaming, and YouTube is not. Like, we are not going to have, 10,000 views on any of our videos, because this is it. There are 11 people watching us right now. And that's I'm assuming that there are some people on Twitch as well watching us. So yeah, this is not a way to monetize your channel, and it's not a way to build subscribers. We were super happy to find the YouTube author tuber group.
Yeah.
Devin says that you need 1,000 subs to monetize. Okay, so we can't. I thought it was 100. I'm wrong. But anyways, the author tube group was great for us because like we were sitting here by ourselves most of the time. And as much as we do work fine by ourselves, this is also accountability for us.
Yeah.
There was a long time there where like at least once a month, they're like, I'm just not feeling it. So we're not doing it this week.
We were really good about doing it, but we had several times when like a video just didn't show up or something.
Oh my God, like yeah.
Whatever.
All of those as well. There was the one that you forgot to unmute us at one point. So
that. Yeah.
Completely like 40 minutes of silence.
It was awesome.
That was not a sprint. So yeah, these are great for the social aspect and for the motivation aspect, but they are absolutely not for the monetization. And I'm just glad that we do get enough people here that we do have people we can interact with now, especially for me, for my solo shows.
Yeah, Violet, this is exactly how I feel about this. Like we would be, but okay. So I think we actually, as writers, then did a little better in the pandemic than a lot of other groups. Like if we had these write-ins, because like my workplace wasn't disrupted.
I quit my workplace. F that place.
So we are very glad that you guys are here.
And it's really funny right now with the baby. I'm here by myself a lot because
but with my baby, yeah.
No, with the baby in this house that is not currently in this house, but my roommate, as you guys I've mentioned many times, my roommate just had a baby. His girlfriend had a baby a couple months ago, and they're bouncing between places. So like 3 or 4 days a week, I am completely by myself. Ken stops by the house. Ken's workplace is a mile up the road. So he'll come by every afternoon just to like have a quiet moment before returning to a baby. But like I'm by myself at least half of the week. And my mother keeps freaking out that I'm all by myself. Which, first of all, I am somebody who does well with isolation, but also I'm like, no, I see people every single day of my life. I just see them online.
Which is more than a lot of people managed in the whole, yeah. Okay, so now that we have all agreed that we have a great community to provide accountability for us, to help us provide, I don't know, to keep us accountable. That's right.
That's right. Okay. We are going to go for 30 minutes this time. So we will see you guys at 32 past. I used to be so Johnny on the spot with this stuff, and I'm not anymore. There we go. Okay, time is up. Camera is unfocused.
Oh, weird. Weird.
Yeah. I don't know why this camera is such a struggle with that. It's not like I move at all. How'd you do?
I worked on stuff for a little while and then got caught up with the baby who needed to be held and fed.
That's part of having a baby.
That's how you did. How did you do?
I edited actually in both of the last 2 sprints. I edited a short story, so I just edited 2 short stories. One of which was in good shape, and the other one, I must have typed it on my phone because sometimes I do that. And so it was like a mess of weird, like swipe issues and bad punctuation because there's no M dash on my phone.
Right.
And then like just those moments where like really basic grammar rules and like homophone rules end up ruining your world and you have to like go on crazy Google missions for like really dumb stuff.
Yeah,
I had 3 of those.
Oh.
Huh?
To figure it all out. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I had 3. I had one was like, is it supposed to be onto or on to? Which is always like a weird one to figure out. And then I had is it pour over or pour over? O-R-E or O-U-R. It is O-R-E. And it's one of those things that like I know when I see it, but also that moment of like, oh, did I mess this up? And then the one, I don't know, I feel like there is some stupid grammar rule everybody has that ruins them, even though like they've known it, they've looked it up a million times, they're 100% sure of the rule and they mess it up every single time. For me, it's is it neither is or neither are? And the answer to that is it depends on what is neither. If it is 2 singular entities or 2 plural entities. But it's weird because like most of the time in the grammar world, it's like the earlier word, like in this one I had painting of his mom's hands, and that would be a singular, even though like it's hands is the closest word. The painting of his mom's hands is hanging there. And so then when you get to like the neither of us or neither of these groups, it's weird because it would be us or groups. And I feel like that's why I always second guess myself.
I don't just second guess myself. I just get that wrong on somewhat frequently. The only saving grace about something like that is that like everybody's getting it wrong a lot. So at least you're, you're in good company.
Yes. Let me know, everybody else, let me know how you did. Also, Tessa, I'm really sorry that you're going through that, that you're not going to be able to keep your paid Canva account because you're not going to be able to keep your disability. I'm really sorry to hear that. That's a bad situation right there. Living in the world that we live in now, I feel like we all just need a flippin' coffee account just to survive anything anymore. And whoops. Spence. We'll get back. Spence talked to Mr. Spence on the phone and decided to stream DST tonight. If you want DST company, I can better appropriate my time and join you tonight and also have my evening short story written. Sako is drawing comics and doing great. Sako, I saw your application, and it's actually Tuesday the 23rd that I am looking for my next host. So let me know if the 23rd works for you. I've got the 17th, which will actually be, the 16th, which will actually be on the 18th. That show's going to be on Thursday that week. So I've got next week taken care of. It's the following week that I need. I need a new host for, or co-host. But Herb finished a blog and has done 6 of 8 this month. That's really good. I know we were talking about that the other day, that like, you know, every single time I've ever tried to do a blog stream or a blog, like what I'm doing now, but with short stories. Right now I'm doing 100 days, 100 short stories. But trying to do that with blogs, I always write like 2 blogs, and then I write the 3rd blog on the 4th day, and then I write the 4th blog on the like 8th day, and then I never blog again for like 2 years. So that is fantastic that you're only missing that little bit of time, or those couple that you're missing. And yay, we're going to be doing a new world tonight on Don't Starve Together. That'll be fun. I might also be able to get my friend Sarah to join. And Sako, I will send you an email with information. But fantastic. I'm penciling you down for the 23rd. And then everybody's got comments going on. What's going on? Natalie is doing a 5K word count away from the completion of this anthology story that she's working on. That is awesome. I feel like everybody's being real productive today. And Courtney is almost done reading a book. Yay. And oh my God, everybody is doing great. Violet is also almost done with her project that she's going on. Tessa, are you talking about for this show or for my Bob Ross show? For this show, it is the spreadsheet that is linked below. For my Bob Ross show, it is the form that I posted earlier, which is, it's a Google form. That's that right there. Awesome. Oh, this is a 15-minute break. I was like, this math isn't working correct in my brain. Yay. Sandy, how are you doing? I got wrapped up in all of the comments.
Well, the dog is barking, and also we're talking. So you have an audience member talking back to you. I don't know what he's saying. Yeah, I don't know. You know what though? Today I am really glad that I got a little bit of writing done. I'm very impressed with all of you who are getting like stuff finished. That's really awesome. Right? We're impressed. But I felt really good about just even getting like a few hundred words. Well, or maybe 800 words written, because I think sometimes when
you got to get back into the swing of things. So this is the warming up.
Yeah. Right. There's. It's been a long time for me since I've had a chance to actually do any significant writing, and I don't want to like lose that entirely, right? So I feel like it was good to do anything. That was my productivity today. So I'm glad that we keep doing these. You are very verbal, aren't you?
I have a list of a bunch of things that I need to get done for me to be able to put out a newsletter that I would like to do in the next like 2 days. And I actually managed to get all of it done yesterday, except for one thing I need to check off of that list. Oh no, I checked off the wrong thing on that list. I set up 2 pre-orders yesterday. Did that make sense? I set up 2 pre-orders yesterday. And I got a couple of book covers done yesterday. I still need to do one more book cover. I got the Bob Ross stuff worked up for this month. I can't speak right now. It's fine. But yeah, I was having like massive productivity issues. And then yesterday I just hit it hard and did great. And then today I was going to do that last book cover, which is for the box set for my Shifter series. So I literally just needed to like change the text on one of the other book covers. And that was where I didn't have either of the fonts installed that I needed. And then once I got those fonts installed, my computer died like it has never died before. So yesterday was really productive. Today I also spent 4 hours writing a short story that I started yesterday. So that was bad.
But the writing is good. Writing is good.
But it shouldn't be. These are my medium stories that I'm writing one a day. I should not be spending 4 hours in a day writing this one short story. I got it done. These are all, also keep in mind that these are all, steamy romance short stories. They're basically little romps that I force there to be romance in because of how I am. And somehow I managed to turn this one into like an emotional roller coaster that it should not have been. So it was a whole, things went way more dramatic than they were supposed to.
I think people will appreciate that with your stuff, though. I mean, okay, like, and how many writers would have a hard time saying, I spent 4 hours writing today? I mean, I think that's actually an accomplishment in itself, even if it feels like you're not like.
That is like totally fair from that standpoint. Absolutely. It's the fact that I wish I had spent 1 hour writing that and 3 hours working on another project.
Yeah. I get that. Yeah. As someone who is like jettisoning projects, like I'm bleeding works in progress. I totally understand wanting to be efficient on whatever it is that you're doing. My mind can only do like one thing at a time right now, and I, writing wise too, like I couldn't be doing multiple projects. I couldn't be doing medium. I can do one thing.
No, like just dealing with the cat, I crashed and burned earlier this week. And now I'm like, I wrote a story every single day except Ken's birthday party for almost a month. And then I skipped 2 days in a row because of the damn cat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then yesterday, I forgot that I was gaming with Spence that night. So she texted me at 6, like, hey, are you still in? And I'm like, God damn it. I just spent an hour reading that I could have spent working on that damn short story.
I love that, like, the gaming becomes like a really, really super high priority there, though. Like,
it's that, like, having other activities. I need to have other activities.
Totally fair enough. Yeah. And let's see, where did I have the camera? I giggled when you said about writing 4 hours. I don't know. My camera is. I don't quite understand this one comment. Where did you hide the camera?
Gaming is a responsibility.
Yes. I have all kinds of things hidden off screen, and I don't have 4 hours for anything. But Chloe totally has. No, Chloe has devoted time for writing.
I do. I do. I have to schedule everything really, really tightly these days to make sure that I get everything done. I also wanted to do like some baking tonight just because I haven't been able to do any sewing or anything else because we're using my sewing room as the sick room for the cat. So, all of his stuff is in there. There's like a cat pan, there's a cat house, there's cat food with medicine in it. There's everything in there. So there's no room for me in there. So I was like, I'm going to do some bacon tonight too. But it looks like I'm going to be gaming tonight. Anyways, let's go ahead and do our last sprint. Okay. We're going to go for 10 minutes. So just time to wrap some stuff up, guys. Okay, that was time. And that was our final sprint for the day. I started another edit. I've got a backlog of I wrote a whole bunch of stories, but I was working on other stuff and didn't get them edited. So right now I'm just kind of plowing through them and catching them up so I don't have to waste this time later. So I got 2 stories edited and about a quarter of another story edited today.
I probably only got like, well, here, let me actually check my Scrivener file. I only got 166 words written total, but so this was the They Ate Cake project that I'm working on. So I suppose you could say I'm editing and writing. And you know how like when you leave a story for a really long time and then you come back, like you either have that like, wow, this sucks, or like sort of a like, okay, this is okay, or a I can work with this kind of moment.
Yes.
I can work with this, and also like I think I can take this in a better direction. Like I think I can.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I unfortunately tend to have the I was going somewhere good and I have no idea what it is now moment with a lot of my half finished manuscripts.
That story wasn't going anywhere good. It was totally stalled. So it's good that that I feel like maybe there is somewhere I can take it. So I was decently productive because of that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that is the end of the show. Y'all feel free to let us know how you did as well.
Yeah.
This week we're having our regular schedule of 8 a.m. tomorrow, 8 p.m. Wednesday, and 10 a.m. on Thursday and Friday. Also, this week on my Twitch channel only, which is linked below, I am going to be doing a Bob Ross off with my buddy Lily at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. tomorrow Eastern time on Twitch TV, twitch.tv/ oh gosh, is it Chloe Alice Balkin? Chloe.Balkin? I don't know. It's linked below. I thought I knew what it was because I just had to post it in something and already I have forgotten. Of course, every site that I'm on, I use my name, but there's always this like the itty bittiest variation in it. I think it is Chloe Alice Balkin. Yeah. So yeah, that's going on this week. Yeah, I did just put up a pre-order for Killian's Lucky Day. Nope, Killian Gets Lucky. I changed the name on that book. Pre-order for Killian Gets Lucky is up on Amazon. That will be live on the 17th. And pre-order for Truth or Wares, my final shifter novel is up. That will be available on March 31st. If you're interested in beta reading either of them, not beta reading, ARC reading either of them, they are not up yet on Booksprout because I still have a final proofread to do on both of them. But if you follow me on Booksprout, also linked below, those should both be up in the next couple of days. So that's what's going on with me. How about you, Sandy?
I am going to try to do writing on Monday of next week. And then the Monday after that, I am going to do 0 writing because it will be the day before my son's like enormous major closure surgery. So I'll be offline, I think, at that point, and hopefully back in April.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's nothing going on in terms of marketing right now. That's not totally true. I made like the quarter finals for the Book Life nonfiction contest, but it doesn't mean anything right now. So.
Is it something that's still going on, or did you only make it to the quarterfinals and you did not get past that?
Oh, I don't know. It's still going on. They only announced the quarterfinals today. Yeah, so I feel
awesome.
There are a few books that look like really amazing, and I'm thinking, well, it was nice to make the quarterfinals. So.
But that's cool. Yeah. Yeah. I never succeed in anything like that. I have never, like in my short stories, I definitely, there were a couple of contests years ago, not the short stories I write now, but like back when I used to write lit fic. I had a bit of luck with those short stories, but of the stuff that I write now, even in the competitions for what I write now, I tank miserably. So that doesn't mean I'm a bad writer. It means they're bad judges. That's only kind of a joke. Sandy knows the history on that.
Yeah. But in fairness, fiction, I mean, bazillions of people are writing fiction, right? Like not nearly as many people are writing nonfiction, except, or rather not nearly as many people are writing nonfiction that they actually intend for other people to read. Like there's plenty of people writing their family history out there, right? There's not that many people doing indie self-help. It's just
right. And depending on what it is, like if this is specifically for like not necessarily memoirs, but like narrative nonfiction, that cuts down quite a bit too, because there's tons of actual like self-help guides and manuals, of course, and like research oriented things. But yeah, if you're talking about narrative nonfiction, it does slim down considerably. And I'm assuming that that's what this is, right?
Well, I mean, it's all nonfiction. I put mine in the self-help category, but yeah, I mean, mine is a narrative.
Yeah.
So I think that's right. Anyways, we are rambling, and I totally do need sleep. You guys all get going, so we we should end.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you all for joining us. And hopefully we'll see you soon.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
And